Or as H.P. Lovecraft called them, the old ones or the great old ones. Maybe that's what he was referring to. Who knows for sure? Dwayne, we are curious because we need things to make sense. Ah, true. And you know something, Dwayne? You actually point to one of my greatest personal weaknesses. I do need things to make sense. And maybe that works against me sometimes. For example, slipping on rocks in places I probably shouldn't be walking. And so this really facilitated the return of the ancient enemy by examining these portals. Now, we have an account from Irish myth that tends to be overlooked for whatever reason, as Irish myth is neglected. I'm not exactly sure why. That referred to these creatures called the Fomorians. And I explored this when we explored the Tuatha Dé Danann, the very interesting deities that came back to Ireland from the legendary land of the north. Not going to get into that part, but concerning the Fomorians, they seem to act as these chaotic beings who had suddenly returned to our land, potentially from access through a portal. And so this is one representation or way to think of them as. And then you have all other kinds of terrifying creatures. Now, one of the reasons why I like to refer to Tolkien's work, J.R.R. Tolkien, is one of the creatures that he talked about, or the spiritual creatures, were the Maiar. I think I'm pronouncing it properly, but if you recall Gandalf the Wizard, he was actually a Maiar spirit. And then, of course, if you refer to the demonic or horrific Bolrogs or Balrogs, there's different ways to pronounce that as well, the demons of the ancient world, they were actually Maiars just like Gandalf was. So what kind of creatures would they form if they suddenly came into our land? Terrifying dragons, horrifying beasts, and things that we would think of as demons. Unstoppable physical entities, if you will. Or there could be another explanation for it. Perhaps they actually corrupted some of the existing technology and created their own creatures. Either one seems to be true, and yet there are examples of both.